System 1 loaded. Booting up system. Loading.
Gabriel Valentine.
Loading.
Dan Brozo. This is the Digital Lizards of Doom show live at Meltdown. 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 Meltdown.
Welcome, nerds and nerdettes, to the D-Lodge show. We're here. I'm Dan Brozo. This is Gabriel. Oh my God, I didn't think of one for you today.
What
a
about
nickname? Okay, hold on. I have one. Put on my thinking
waiting.
glasses.
I'm
You
waiting.
are Snapereal Severantine. Like
what's-
Severus Snape?
Oh,
Come on.
dude,
I just
get
flipped
I
it
get
because
it.
Snape sounds like Gabe. Right? Okay.
I get it.
You can vote in the comments if that one was up to par or not.
All right, you're off the hook now.
Okay,
'Cause you're
sweet.
almost screwed there for a sec.
I know.
So,
I'm sorry. Well, those are the on-the-fly one.
and you kind of had to give me a name because it is
The 10th episode.
10th
of the
episode, guys. You
D-Lodge
guys
show.
seriously still watching this? It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Thank you guys for watching us. Thank you to Meltdown Comics for letting us do this. Thank you to Villainous Lair, which we are currently sitting. We're here with these little crater things and like some walls and some medieval
Epic
some
stuff.
medieval architecture and like this thing the Flintstones probably used to chill on. And these things, you guys know what these are. Oh, we got Notre Dame right there?
You got Notre Dame.
Or is that the
Notre
Arc de
Dame is-
Triomphe? That's the Arc de Triomphe.
Yeah,
The Arc of
Of-
Triumph,
for sure.
as Quasimodo would call it.
Yeah. 10th
Yeah.
episode, though, dude.
10th episode.
Kind of cool. Big
It's
deal.
really cool.
Stoked.
And it wouldn't have been nothing without you guys watching. So so thanks for checking us out for 10 episodes.
Why do you laugh every time we do that?
Because it's a hilarious handshake.
I love
And it's
it,
like
man.
I have a little bit of shame about it because it's so lame. But the rest is just like, man.
So awesome.
Yeah.
so
I have a
awesome.
little bit of shame because it's so awesome
Cool.
that I'm like, I don't want other people to feel bad when they see it because they'll be like, man, why couldn't I do something like that?
Well,
Anyways, let's get right into it because we have an interview
Yeah.
today that I want to like go for a while on, We got
William
William
Wall.
William Wall,
Beast
filmmaker,
Man.
director,
Yeah.
overall badass and awesome dude.
Love that dude. So, really cool
So
stuff
yeah, I
on
want to
it.
spend some time with him. So let's just
wanna go first?
Let's go ripping and
Got some cool
tearing
stuff.
through this stuff. Yeah, what do you got?
So this really cool dude, Jonathan Roy, sent us a letter, sent us some stuff in the mail.
What is his?
Really
Here, let me
cool
read
note.
his letter while you're
Okay.
prepping over. Hi Gabriel, here's some hard copies and a card. Hopefully not too late. Cheers, Jonathan.
Such a rad dude. Really cool. Talked to him online, saw his stuff online. Does a lot of really rad stuff.
Yeah.
He has this character called Walter, just Walter, and we'll get some B-roll. But he does these caricatures and these frames of this kind of like anxiety-driven character that is just put in these really interesting situations that you don't want to be in if you have anxiety problems.
Yeah,
but he
they're
overcomes
like,
them.
They're
and
like
it's pretty
run of
cool.
the mill, like daily problems, but he makes them interesting
Yeah.
because the character is like, he's like an enhanced version of all the anxiety that we feel as like normal people.
Yeah.
he's like the extreme version of all of that.
Yeah, and it's really cool because he's really developing this own character, like this new character that is Walter. It's just Walter. So
Mhm.
go out and check him out. It's thewanderingsofwalter.com
Tight.
or www.wanderingsofwalter. And yeah, check this frame out. It's him hanging out with these massive bunny rabbits in a museum.
You're doing this, so I now
And,
have to edit that exact frame on top of it.
You do. So good job.
Thanks for making more work for me, bro.
That's what I like to do.
That's cool.
So yeah, he's awesome. Go support him.
Do it.
He does a great job. Awesome dude. And yeah, what do you got, man?
So I don't have any hard copies of anything. I almost just want to open up a discussion with you and ideally people in our comments section. First off, where we're at in television with nerdy stuff.
Okay.
First off, Daredevil, which
Yeah.
I at first, and you said you've only seen the first episode.
Right, as of right now, yeah. I've
When I had
the
only seen the first episode, I was like not into it, mainly because one of the actors in the show, not the lead, the second,
Nelson?
Foggy. I do not like his acting in that show. I do not believe it. He's so. I feel painfully aware that he's acting on the screen. And he does get a lot better as the series goes on.
Okay.
But in that first episode, I'm just so aware that I'm watching an actor on the screen, and I hated that. But the action sequences in that show are so cool, dude. Especially as it goes on. In episode 2, I think it is, there's like one of my favorite like fight scenes of like anything that I can even think of right now.
Really?
It's really, really good.
Okay.
And it's got so many. That show's great because it's got so many like, hell yeah, F yeah, yeah, like oh snap, like so many moments like that. And like when you're watching something that's like all I want now. When I was a kid, I was like, oh, I want something to be deep, and like I had like this whole built-up thing, like what I wanted a show or movie to be. And now I just want to be entertained, and if part of that is having a complex, interesting story and like an awesome ride and all that stuff, then I'm down. But mainly, I just want to be entertained, and
Cool.
this show is entertaining me.
I
So
can't wait, man.
I'm stoked on that. And again, if you haven't watched it yet, bear in mind, first episode, it might take you a little bit to. You might want to be like, man, this is not that good. Just push through. You'll be glad you did.
I liked the first episode. I just didn't know where it was going, but as soon as I
Yeah.
get time, I'm definitely binge watching that. So
Absolutely.
very stoked.
Another thing, I'm gonna just slip this in too, because
Cool. Yeah, go for it, man.
This is like, I don't know if we're talking about television or shows to watch. Black Mirror. Have you watched this yet?
No, what's that?
There's 2 seasons of it. It's like a mini series. There's 3 episodes per season.
Okay.
It is like
Is it a BBC thing?
I don't know if it's BBC. It's a British show though. I don't know if it's BBC. I've watched it through Netflix, and it is like it's like social media, sci-fi, and like like a twist on like modern technology in kind of like a Twilight Zone-y sense. Like each episode is its own thing. It's its own story.
That's
and each
cool.
episode focuses on like usually a world that resembles ours, maybe like 50 years in the future. But there's a few that are just like so out there, like such a different universe. And okay, so I really wish that the person who told me about the show didn't tell me what the first episode was about, but I would not have watched the show if he didn't tell me what the first episode was about. So I decided the best way to get people to watch the show is to tell them what the first episode is.
Okay.
It's set basically in modern times in Britain. And the princess is pretty much like a Princess Di character, like much beloved, loved by the public and stuff. She gets kidnapped, and the opening scene is the prime minister being woken up by a phone call, and he gets called down to like the like a meeting room, a conference room, and they explain to him. They show him this video of the princess that's gotten kidnapped. It's on YouTube and stuff, so it's like
A big deal.
Yeah, exactly. It's using like our modern social media technology stuff. And then the kidnapper says, "We will not release the princess unless you have intimate relationships with a pig on live television at 3:00 today."
Okay.
So the
I wasn't
whole story-
expecting that.
No, nobody. You're as the viewer, you're not expecting that, and that's the thing. I wish I wasn't told that, but I'm also so glad somebody did tell me that, because I was like, all right, I'm gonna go watch that. That sounds insane.
Because you just have to find out what happens.
Exactly. You don't know what happens. And the whole episode's leading up. Is he going to do it? They're trying to find ways to like fake it or like not actually do it or find the guy and rescue the princess and stuff. And it's just such, this show is heart-wrenching. And then all the other episodes are their own thing, like technology from our world gone to like an extreme. And it is
Same characters every episode?
no, different characters,
Oh,
different
wow.
actors.
Okay.
Yeah, complete different cast every single
Wow.
episode. It is so good. Like,
Dude, I do gotta check
man,
that out. That
like,
sounds cool.
every episode leaves you with like so many things to think about, and it is just, it's amazing. In all of the episodes, you're like, wow, this is what our world could turn into.
It's like Dora the Explorer, kind of.
Yeah,
Cool.
but with way more swiper. You know.
Swiper, no swiping.
Mm-hmm.
Cool,
And
man.
when you're like swiping, when you're using swipe on an Android phone to text, I hate you, dude. Just derailing my passionate speech.
to.
No, it's cool. It's
Keep
cool.
it going, man.
Anyways, you want to get into some comic book talk?
Let's do it, man.
All right.
Dizzy
Dizzy
Dooms,
Dooms,
comic
comic
boom.
boom. We gonna do one more of these?
One more. Welcome to Dizzy Doom's Comic Boom. Oh, thank you, dude, for the like special effects right there. So cool.
CG expert over here.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
CG expert.
CGE.
CG.
That's my title.
What does that
Dan
stand for?
Brozo, CGE.
Oh.
CG expert.
Whoa. Anyways, yeah, we got some pretty cool independents coming up. Mine right now is Headlocked, The Last Territory. Checking it out. Artist Jerry Lawler did the cover, which you're probably seeing right now. And a little throwback, little toss there to Norman Rockwell, which is pretty sweet.
Yeah, I was thinking that actually.
Yeah, it's
I
pretty
was
rad.
like, what does
man.
this remind me of? It reminds me of like some 50s style painting. Norman Rockwell, yeah.
Pretty cool. It's by Kingston, Molipola, and Obach. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. I always say that
You
every
are.
episode. I'm just like,
No,
I'm
just
gonna
let it
stop
go.
saying that. Yeah.
Yeah, let it go.
So Molipola, you have a cool name, dude.
Just like let
person.
me hip you guys to something Gabe does. Anytime he ever makes a comment about something, he's like, "Well, I don't want to sound like a douche, or I don't want to sound like a jerk or anything." But and every time I'm like, "You've never once have sounded like a douche or a narcissist or a jerk when you've prefaced it that way."
He wants to get me the shirt that says like disclaim. What'd you say? He's like Mr. Disclaimer or something like that.
Something like
I
that.
don't
Yeah,
know. I
Mr.
forget what you said.
Disclaimer. He always disclaims everything.
But yeah, check this out. Headlocked, The Last Territory. It's really cool. This is issue number 2. It's basically about this guy named Mike Hartman. He quits his job to become a wrestler because he falls in love with wrestling, and he travels to a big city, bright lights, big city kind of thing, to hang out with the wrestling crew, and he kind of gets mixed up in some stuff, and he meets Mr. Destruction, which is like kind of like one of the big dudes on campus in the scene, and it's really good. It's funny. It's also pretty entertaining if for anybody who's ever just wanted to do something different and just given up a
Yeah.
lot of stuff. It's really cool. It's inspiring in a really cute, really cool way. So pick
Is
it up.
there? Are they like consciously doing the Norman Rockwell thing?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Is there
Yeah.
like a nod to it at any point other than just the art really resembling it?
Pretty much just the art.
Yeah. That's
So-
cool though. Is it set in like a times gone by?
Oh, it's set in
Like
our
the
time.
past?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
so
cool.
It's set in our time period. It's
Cool.
pretty sweet though.
Rad.
Check it out. Headlocked.
Check it. We'll put links up probably.
Kabambi.
So mine actually is getting a lot of acclaim and is like in the news as of the end of last year. It's called Witches, and right now I'm holding issue
It's
5.
not spelled correctly.
Witches with a Y.
Is that like the British way of spelling it? Or the Australian?
Witches. No, I don't know. Witches. I'm afraid of witches. All right, enough of that. So yeah, it's Witches with a Y, and basically it follows the story of this family, and the dad, the father figure, moves the family away to another nearby town because the daughter was in like a weird like bully experience in the woods,
Huh.
and there's like this darkness that is like everly or like continuously growing heavier and heavier around her, and it gets more and more supernatural as it goes, and like this is issue 5. I've like leafed through the other ones. This is the most current one right now. Next one is in May, I believe.
You were telling me it was pretty sick.
It's
Yeah.
really sick and it's scary. And there's a bunch. Man, I don't want to give away too much because like when you do finally see some of the stuff that comes in later, you're like, oh.
Dang, dude.
And I like the art style a lot. I like the use of frames a lot. Like there's some like centerfold style art that just takes up both pages and is beautiful. Like this one right here. I'll probably be seeing B-roll of it right now. It is absolutely gorgeous, and it has been in the news recently. Recently, meaning like October of last year, because at New York Comic Con last year, Brad Pitt's production company bought the rights to make a movie version of this,
No
and they're
way.
using the author and artist to be like the executive producers on
Wow.
this thing. So there's gonna ideally, in a perfect world, if everything goes as planned, knock on plywood. There will be a movie version of this, and I am totally down for that because it is dark and disturbing and interesting, and just really cool to like put yourself in this world and discover all this. My favorite pieces of media, shows, whatever it is, movies, are things where you're dropped into a universe where you don't know everything that's going on,
But
you
you
want to
feel
know so
comfortable?
bad. Not necessarily like The Matrix. I love the first Matrix so much because it puts you in this world and it tells you there's so much more happening here, and we're gonna give you little like teaspoons of it at a time until finally it's just like, all right, now we're just
Boom.
tossing you into the polar bear plunge.
Now we're like jumping off of buildings and
Exactly.
chasing cars.
Oh
and
whoa!
stuff.
Now we're in this future world where humans are batteries,
Yeah.
or like, man, just, I love stuff like that.
That's awesome. Yeah.
And like I was saying earlier, Black Mirror has a lot of that stuff too, where you're like, what the heck is going on? And then it finally reveals it, and you're like, and it's just like that's what this is too. Like
Very cool.
it seems like kind of normal, but kind of weird, and you're like, what's this weird feeling I'm getting from this? And then slowly it just gives you more and more. Here's what's going on. Here's the crazy stuff happening behind the scenes, and it's really awesome. And I like stuff with like just this gritty, dark vibe to it, and it's
He's a very dark person.
me.
Yeah.
I think it's because I'm pretty positive in the rest of my life that
You need
I
a little
like-
bit of darkness.
I need the darkness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why we're best friends.
I need that darkness.
that
I wish you were
darkness.
blacker though, dude.
That's okay. I'll work on it.
Okay.
I'll hang out in the sun more this summer.
Cool.
Cool,
All
man.
right, dude.
So get in.
Weird racial jokes.
So get into Villainous Lair and Meltdown Comics and pick these guys up.
Yeah, Villainous Lair has witches and also
and
Headlocked. Yeah.
So come on in. It's on Adams Avenue. It's right
In
here.
good
It's
old
beautiful.
San Diego.
Come say you know the D-Led show. You watch the D-Led show. They might talk to you for a little bit. Might be kind of cool.
Yeah.
So, all right, man.
Might slip you a D20 under the table.
Maybe.
Like when you're not, they're like, hey, don't tell anybody we gave this to you, but
Perhaps.
give you a D20.
It just might. So,
Yeah.
Can we
Tight.
get to our guest?
Dude, I'm super stoked for this
Commander
interview.
Echo's guest of honor.
Yes.
Let's do it.
Ding dong.
Our guest has arrived.
We are here now with William Wall. What is up, dude?
How you doing? Great to be here. I'm happy.
Great to have you.
Promise?
Thank you.
I
I do.
I don't
do.
believe you at all.
How could you not be happy, man? We're in a comic book shop. I've never been here. It's rad. It's like
Villainous Lair is awesome, dude. Like, it's
Yeah.
it's freaking cool.
Jay and Silent Bob can suck it, man. This place is awesome.
They
And their
can,
stupid
dude.
little show with like cable. They're on cable.
AMC.
Sellouts,
or something,
dude.
yeah.
Sellouts,
It's
man.
all about the internet, yo. Yeah.
But yeah, dude. We love this place. Like, it's man, this is so sweet. We get to do this. This is awesome. Yeah, and we get to have you on. I've been telling you for a while that I was going to get you on the show. I've been threatening you.
And you did.
Been sending you emails and letters.
Bricks through your windows. And
with
did.
messages
Sorry about
tied to them.
I'm sorry, you read it now, don't you? I'm like, oh, God
Yeah.
damn it.
Not
How
at
much
all,
time we
man.
got to fill? Hold on. Let's pace ourselves. How much time do we have?
We have about.
Depends.
It depends. Depends on how. We're usually like 30, 40 minutes. Sometimes
Oh,
we
man,
go over.
That's rough. Okay. Pace yourself. Go slow. All right.
All
Not
right,
at
so
all, man.
first question. How often are people wanting to add the S to the end of William Wallace?
Oh yeah.
Every time?
Okay, yeah. Since 1995 when Braveheart came out, it's
Dude.
it's
William
it
Wallace.
started bad and it's dwindled. Thank God, since the
What's
Gibson-
Braveheart? I'm just kidding.
Yeah, no.
I'm just kidding. I'm sorry.
I can sum it up for you.
stupid
Just
joke.
imagine 3 hours of the word freedom.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
With a
Sick.
Scottish accent, yeah.
Yeah,
With a what?
A Scottish accent?
yeah. That'll
He does
sum
the
it up,
best
bro.
Scotsman, dude.
No, I
Yeah.
don't.
Yeah, and I got for some reason like people thought it was funny to go wallflower, and I was like,
Oh,
really?
that's even lamer.
I don't even get the.
I
the
don't get
humor
that
there.
either. I'm
But
glad.
I got that
I'm glad
a
you don't
lot.
get it because I don't get that
Yeah,
at all
no,
either.
I don't get it either.
I mean, I get the perks of being a wallflower, like the saying, but
yeah, but no, they didn't say that, man.
why are you laughing
There's
at
a
me?
book, The Perks of Being a Wallflower.
It's a saying too.
Yeah.
That's where the
Oh, yeah,
the
okay.
saying came first. I'm pretty sure. Wait,
Did
they
it?
made a book out of it?
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Anyways, man, but thank you, dude. This
What
is
did I
awesome.
come up with next? A book. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Paper
They
words
made a,
on
they made
it.
a movie out of that? But dude, you've been a busy guy, dude.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't even know. I mean, you're one of those guests where it's like I don't even know where to really begin because I mean, you have your production company. I'm gonna brag a little bit here. We actually had someone that commented that said, "Oh, is this the guy that Gay Boys brags about living across the street from?"
Yes.
I didn't actually add that in our Twitter questions
All right.
because you know who you are.
It's best.
Whatever.
I find it best when telling an epic to start from the beginning. I lived in Santee in a condo, and there was this guy who would had a drum set in his garage, and I would be filming on a green screen in my garage,
Oh,
and then
man.
we'd like hear the drums go. All right. Actually, that didn't happen very often. It was like
It
one.
didn't?
It was like one time, but because I didn't like I like.
Was this Lumley?
Yeah.
Was
yeah.
this when you were filming
I think.
Lumley?
I think. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh man, I'm so sorry.
It's okay. Actually, it was the Harleys that because like that.
Oh, you're in
scene right there, It was
Santee.
like,
Dude, who has all those bikes?
I don't know,
Because
but they
I-
all like to drive when we're doing something when we're recording, right?
Exactly.
Of course.
So yeah, this guy like lived right across the way from me on like a little private street thing, and I go check the mail, and like my hair was a mess because sometimes I just wake up, I gotta check the mail, and I walk by this guy with this awesome hair, and I'm like, "You got awesome hair." He's like, "Dude, I like your hat." It
Yeah,
was like
he
a
always
fedora.
had this Indiana Jones hat.
I don't look right in trucker caps, man. I can't pull it off.
feel ya.
I'm not that cool.
I think the craziest thing though You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna like embrace this moment and brag that I used to live across the street from you, because that person actually brought that up. So, but I think my favorite moment is when we both were featured on a local radio show, and you were getting interviewed for your films, and I was getting interviewed, and then I just performed on the show, and then we went to go eat afterwards. And I was like, this guy's rad, and we were talking about Tron and like the future of Star Wars and like all this stuff, and then I forget how it happened, but I was like, dude, we need to hang out. And you're like, oh man, I'm actually moving, but yeah, you could come by the house sometime, you know. And I was like, oh, where do you live? He's like, oh, dude, I live out in East County, man. And I'm like, oh, I do too. And he's like, oh, really? Like, well, I live on Santee. I was like, yeah, send me your address. And he's like, okay, you know, it's such and such street. And I'm like, I think I live on the same street. And I told him my address, and it was like 2 numbers off. Like, and we're like, wait,
Dude, you think
how
I
is
would,
this possible?
You would think I remember this guy. I mean, how many guys like look this cool in
Nah,
life?
nah.
Only
no.
one. Only one. He's
No,
sitting
Just
right
one.
here.
His
Like,
name's
how did I
D'Ambrosio.
not put the 2 together? Like, yeah. That was
I don't know.
rad,
How did
though.
Thank
neither
you.
of you guys?
Rad.
Were you not wearing your hat that night?
No. Well, dude, like, I don't know.
Oh, you were all fanced up that night too. You're like, and
Was
you
I?
had a really nice suit on, I
I
think.
was wearing a
and-
fedora and a suit.
No, at the
Dude.
show. At the
Oh, at
show
the
we
show,
did. Yeah,
right,
I
right.
think you were like in a tux.
Yeah, no,
or-
the fedora was for checking the mail. I know that's weird.
Only.
But yeah, like I'd go like
It's a good luck. It's a good luck fedora. Good luck.
It's a good male.
It's a little
look,
known
yeah.
fact. Santee has 2 suns, like Tatooine, and like
Yeah.
it melts.
It
you.
feels that way.
Yeah.
For sure.
So, no.
He's actually a Santee boy too.
I grew up out there. Yeah.
Wait,
You survived.
or do you not want
did.
people to know that?
Yeah. That's
Sorry,
my
bro.
deepest, darkest secret.
Sorry,
I grew up in
Dan.
East County. Ugh.
I'm not ashamed.
No, I'm
It's
not
cool.
either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a fine place to grow up.
Yeah.
It's nice to leave.
It gets
as
a
soon as
bad rap,
possible,
but
though.
it's
yeah.
not that bad.
No,
Yeah.
for sure.
The 2 sons and the Harleys and the dune
Mostly the
buggies.
Harleys that bother me. I can handle 2 sons.
Yeah.
It's the Harleys when you're recording stuff. Like, man,
Exactly.
it makes you throw stuff.
I-
Because you're like, oh, it's the perfect take, and then you're like,
dude.
right?
Yeah,
You
oh
know.
yeah, oh
You
yeah,
know.
dude. I have cats and stuff, and I was listening to some old edits from I'm doing a remix right now from EP that's coming out next month, and I was doing a remix, and I was looking through these old audio clips, and there's like a vocal that ends, and then I hear meow, and I'm like, oh gosh, dang it, and which means that's sonically that is on the actual CD somewhere. I mean,
Yeah.
the human ear probably won't be able to hear it, but that is on.
Dude, that's
the
gonna be on like your
actual
Wikipedia
album.
page one day.
Yeah.
Like if you go
Well-
back and listen to this song, there's a meow.
I don't think you can hear it because I tried. I don't think you can hear it, but I mean, it is there.
Well,
Yeah.
it is there. It's
The useless trivia of the day was that Buddy Holly and the Crickets was named because they had a cricket in the garage when they would record, and it was
No
in all
way.
the recordings. If you really listen in the original recordings, you can hear a cricket
that is
chirping.
awesome.
Yeah.
That isn't where the saying came from either, right? The saying has to be way older than that.
Buddy Holly and the Crickets?
No,
What?
the like crickets. When you say something that's not funny and people don't get it, and the whole cricket thing.
Oh, no. Well, I don't know.
Yeah.
We should look that
Dude,
up.
you just blew my mind.
Whoa.
Sorry, my mind works like Google sometimes. So it's like you'll say one word and like 6 other
There's like
things. that-
autocomplete. It just randomly
So
Yeah,
many.
you know
selects
the
one.
mating
I'm
habits of
feeling
crickets,
lucky.
yeah.
It is May. Rabbits are mating too. So, anyways, but seriously though, dude, you got like so much stuff. I mean, I don't even know where to start. What
All
do
right,
you wanna
let's
talk
start.
about?
Okay,
Zero
I'm not
obviously is
J.J.
getting-
Abrams. Obviously, I didn't drive
Way
here in a
better looking.
gold-plated Ferrari. So,
It was a gold-plated Fiesta. Is that what it was?
oh no, it's gold. No, it's the Ferrari part that I can't afford.
Oh, okay.
So,
Gold-plated
so
Aspire.
yeah, so I'm a filmmaker. I'm making, like. It's one of those things where there's no roadmap to do what you like. You're a DJ, man. Like I'm sure there was no
A real
like,
DJ,
like
too.
here's
Yeah.
the path you must take to become a DJ. It's one of those
Absolutely
things.
not.
Right.
You got to
It-
find it.
right.
And it's different for everybody too.
Right. Every path is different. Like
Mm-hmm.
there's a whole formula in Hollywood of like you go to film school, UCLA or USC, whatever, and you just like you're welcomed into the folds by the alumni, and you get jobs. And if you really know the right person, you get a director job.
Yeah.
Like Tron Legacy.
Are you shouting out to anybody specifically?
No, I'm just saying.
He's
Like,
doing the exact
no.
opposite.
no,
I
I'm
always
I'm
want to
like-
start beef on the show, man.
I'll start beef. I have a-
Tron sucks.
I have a beef. Okay. I'm a Tron fan. I love Tron, the original.
Yes,
Yeah.
I know where this is
Yeah.
going.
All right. the guy who directed like this is the problem with the Hollywood system of like just hiring the really rich film grads is this guy came out, he was directing BMW commercials. And that's it. If you look on IMDb, his first credit is Tron Legacy. Because he made really shiny commercials and he knew the right people, they said, here you go, direct this awesome.
You do shiny things. You should do Tron.
Tron's
Yeah.
shiny.
Yeah.
Wow, you made cars look cool. That means you can make light cycles look cool.
Are you gonna hate me that I still like Tron Legacy?
No, not at all.
I like it visually.
There's things I do like about it.
Yeah.
It was honestly,
and I like the
when you
soundtrack.
boil
a lot.
it down,
Oh yeah, for sure, man.
it looked
Daft
pretty.
Punk.
I don't
Yeah.
have a problem with Daft Punk, but it was the story. It was the story.
Mm.
Like you're in the modern age. God, I always wind up going on a Tron thing. All right,
okay,
in
man.
the
Bring it
modern
on.
age,
Bring
in
it on, dude.
1982, nobody knew what a freaking server was or RAM or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Or virus. Nowadays, everybody knows what it is. You know, like little kids know what it is. But instead of doing that and like talking about operating systems and the net and all that, they talked about the grid. It's like a private server in Flynn's attic or something,
Mm-hmm.
or basement, and like, why not open it up to the whole wide world? And instead they made it this religious thing about ISOs, and I'm like, no, man, people get it. Like, no, you're making me not get it. Like, make it work.
Yeah.
It was just, it was fundamentally dumb. It was pretty, fundamentally dumb. Though.
It's that whole thing where you feel like something just has, it's a perfect time, it's the perfect platform, it's the perfect budget, because I mean, virtually you
Yeah.
probably could do whatever. And Disney, I mean, just and
Oh, yeah.
jobs and money, and then they just don't get it right.
It up.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm sorry for saying that on the air.
No, it's all
but
good,
that's
dude.
my new phrase for like, I like I was like botch used to be my word, but I'm like, no, man,
Botch.
they it up.
Dude, all right, I'm gonna bring Botch back.
Botch.
Yeah, I
It's
like
not
Botch.
powerful
Botched
enough
it.
though,
It's
dude.
not botched.
No,
enough.
Botch just like okay. They cooked it up. You're like, oh,
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dang.
and that's
It
a
really
that's like
messed
a
up.
British thing too.
I think it
So,
is.
Yeah.
could
Is
be.
it okay in England? Because that makes it okay
Oh yeah,
here,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
totally okay.
It up.
They really
They
buggered
say
it.
some gnarly stuff in England that's
Buggered.
like totally not cool here. Like
What,
a
like-
lot of stuff.
like the C word.
Like the C word,
The
yeah.
C word.
We'll just say that. We'll just
Yeah.
leave that there.
You
Do they
you know
say
what
the
it
C
is.
word?
Yeah, all
Oh.
the time. I watch a lot of like British TV.
Incessant.
Oh, right,
Incessantly,
right.
yeah.
I didn't know it was like okay though.
It's
Yeah.
it's like saying here. So
I heard they can't say fanny. Because it means female. It's like the worst thing you can say for a female genitalia.
Okay.
is
Oh, is that
fanny.
what it refers to?
Yeah,
It's not like here
not
where it's
like,
just
not
like
like
a.
the derriere.
Yeah.
It's like the other.
I feel like that's on like Nickelodeon shows.
Oh, it is. Not in
That's-
England.
That's
In
crazy.
England, you can't say fanny.
They're anti-Nickelodeon in England.
It's Nazis.
It would be, yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, yeah, I'm a director. You probably never heard of me, but you have now. So yeah, like I would make like in my garage. I'm just like I'm gonna do it. I want to make movies. I'm gonna start making movies. So I figured it out after a long time of not figuring it out.
Are you like self-taught in that regard for the most part?
Yeah, like I
Are
started.
you really?
Oh yeah.
Oh
I,
my
like, I never went
gosh,
to film
dude.
school or anything. So
That's insane.
you just have to do it, man. It's all out there.
I'm saying that because I've seen a few of your earlier films too.
I'm
like-
sorry.
No, no. Well,
Yeah, it's like I
think-
call them my student films. Like I wasn't in school, but like, that's how I learned. You just
Yeah.
do it. You learn
Yeah.
by doing it.
I've seen like different reels, I guess. Whatever's on YouTube, I think Vimeo. I think there's a couple things
Like
on
my
Vimeo.
my demo reel
There's
thing.
one really sweet where like the giant blimps are like coming through like this kind of like gargoyle like
Yeah.
Gotham really dark city. That
Yeah.
one was really cool. Seen a lot of Lumley stuff with like the witches and stuff. That was pretty sweet. There's another one too where you're like on a dark planet. It was like look almost like a Hades kind of environment. And I think you were in it, if I'm not mistaken.
When
You had
was
like a
that?
helmet on or something like that.
Oh right, no, that was from Lumley.
That was from
the
Lumley
only time
too?
I've been
Okay.
on screen, I played a character named Bartleby Fox, who's like the stuffy British, like aristocrat guy. It was fun.
No wonder you like saying Fanny so much.
Yeah. Fanny. There, you just got banned in England. You're welcome.
Dang it.
Yeah, we were actually thinking about sending this episode over to him, like, hey, you want to pick up our show? But thanks a lot, Will.
You're welcome. Oh well, so anyway, like I'm sorry, I keep like
It's
going
dude, it's,
way
it's a
off.
webcast, man. That's what it's for.
We got time, man.
We got time.
Yeah, remember 30 to 45 minutes.
All right,
Don't
okay.
rush
It'll
yourself.
take this. Okay, I'll sum it up in a good 45 minutes then.
Perfect.
So where was I? Oh, right. Okay, so I started doing this thing, and then the last movie I did, it was a short film called Zero about a robot. And I only did that because I moved to Maine, which you should never do. And I didn't have any actors or crew or anything, so I'm like, well, what can I make? And so I'll make a movie about a robot in space. And only show the robot. So that's what I did, and it did really well. I moved back
Really
since
well.
then. Yeah,
Dude,
it did pretty good. So I won a bunch of stuff. So I'm like, well, if I was writing something else called The Everlasting Dim, which is total, it's like dark Tim Burton-y, kind of stuff, but it wasn't as marketable as a cute little robot.
Yeah.
So I'm like, Robert Rodriguez, who I love, who did Sin City and El Mariachi and all that stuff.
Yeah.
He's like my role model for doing it independent. He has his own studio in Texas. He does what he wants. He's completely independent, and he's loving life. He made all of his money, though, with Spy Kids.
Yeah.
It wasn't like Desperado and stuff.
Yeah.
It was Spy Kids that made him his money, which won him his freedom. So I'm like, okay, well, if I'm going to win my freedom, I got to do it with something that sells, and kid stuff sells. And this isn't what I'm making now isn't Zero.
I was
not
about to
kid
say
stuff.
because I was fortunate enough to see the short film at Comic Fest,
Mm-hmm.
at your panel at Comic Fest, and it was just amazing, man. It was beautiful.
Thank you.
And can people see that somewhere?
I took
or
it
is
down. It was online. I took it down.
I was looking for it. So
Yeah, because that I spent $600 to make that movie, which most of that was making the robot and the set of I did I built the inside of a spaceship in miniature, which is actually smaller than the robot, and then I just shot them separately and put them together.
that's
So it looks
crazy.
bigger, yeah.
That looks like a pretty big spaceship, though.
Yeah, movie magic, bro.
That's insane.
Yeah, but
man.
yeah, so I'm freezing it was like November. It was 4 degrees in my garage studio, and I'm bundled up. I had gloves on. There was ice crystals building up on my lens, and it was rough. And I'm record, puppeteer the robot. It was all
Is
remote
that
control.
Is that why the robot looks so realistic when he's touching buttons and stuff? Because
Yeah, it was all real.
it looks like mechanical, but is
Yeah.
that just because you're shivering?
Yeah, probably.
Because it looks so real. I'm like,
Probably.
dude, how'd they get so much emotion in
Actually,
that robot?
actually, I was doing so much. I was I would hit record or focus record, and then I'd go and puppeteer the robot. And I had to operate his hands with a remote control, but I operate his arm so I'd have I'd be it was really rough. I needed to be like Doc Ock to do this, but I did it. So I would do it the best I could, and then I sped it up in post, so it looked
wow.
So that's why he was a little bit fidgety
Yeah.
because it didn't. I was so slow.
But
doing it.
dude, I actually thought that was on purpose because it looks more real. I mean,
I'll take it. I
Can't
did.
really
It was
imagine.
totally on purpose.
I mean,
There's serendipity in moments
Yeah.
like that in making videos. Yeah.
well, yeah, I'm sure you already know this. Obviously, you're an acclaimed director, but when you have a character like a robot or that's a main. I mean, you have a character that's a robot that needs to be related. It needs to be relatable somehow, and then you make him your main character, and it's okay, now he needs to be the star. And so, I mean, watching that short film, I'm not just trying to say this just because you're here, man. Legitimately, I was blown away. I mean, that was really cool. I was already a fan of yours because I've seen some of your other stuff, but our guy over there, Jesse, you were there too, right? Did you see that movie? It was gorgeous, man. I was just like, whoa.
Thanks, bro.
And yeah,
I was going for I know it doesn't really look like it. I was going for the alien vibe, the first movie. Just that ship was so beautiful. I can't
Yeah,
afford
dude.
to build that ship, but I did
Yeah.
the best I could.
Yeah, and I don't want to make it sound like a backhanded compliment at all, but I was pretty impressed. When I
was
watching
surprised.
I really didn't expect it.
Didn't suck.
but no, that was cool, man. Can you send us some footage of that so we can play it right now as we're talking about it?
Yeah, I can do that.
Some
Yeah?
brawl.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
So-
it's weird though because I want people to see stuff. I'd love to be a really open artist, but there's I'm learning the ugly side of the business, and it's the business side of it.
Dude, always, man.
I'm trying to make that leap of making movies in my garage to making movies like Robert Rodriguez, and raising money, and so I've never had to do that before. It's rough. It's really
Yeah,
rough.
I'll bet.
And that's one of the reasons why I took the short off the internet was because investors, distributors have no vision.
Yeah.
When you look at the distributors I'm dealing with in the movies, I probably shouldn't say this online, but the movies they do aren't always good. They know that. They just go with what sells.
Yeah.
So it's like bikini-clad chicks like on spring break, and there's like, I don't know.
Piranha 3D. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, macaroni monster that pops out of the microwave, and yeah, I don't know. As long as things jiggle, it sells.
Yeah.
So
Just make a
that's
Jello
what they
movie.
do. So they have no vision. So when I show them the short film, they're going to be like, well, it looks like it was low budget. I'm like, well, yeah, that's why I'm asking for more money. But they
Yeah.
don't get it. So that's why I'm keeping it private. Like I'm downplaying.
Show them your numbers, though, dude. I mean, show the comments. I mean, you read like some of the stuff. I mean, even just us. Even when I announced, I mean, I don't want to spoil anything. Yeah, we'll get to the questions that we have later. But just the response was awesome. Like from when I said, hey, you know, this guy's gonna be on the show, and some
That's
people
right.
knew who you were, some people didn't know who you were, and
Hi, I'm Will.
It was
Yeah, you
awesome.
know.
It was
Yeah.
really, really cool, man.
That's
so,
awesome.
I mean, I don't know, man. It's called art, you know. Like sometimes
That's here's the rough part. Like it's such a difficult part. Like I can see why producers are bald and gray, man, because it's a rough, like when you start to deal with the business side, like just even if you had investors, like dealing with the Securities Exchange Commission, like there's so many rules you have to know so you don't get put in jail. Because if you take if you take a certain amount of money from the wrong person, you're in jail. You have to know stuff to be a producer. And I don't want to be a producer. I want to be a director, you know, the creative side. But you have to do it all at this level. I mean, I don't have Warner Brothers knocking down my door to direct the new Batman movie. I wish they did because it'd be better. Sorry, Zach.
I got to keep my mouth shut on that one. But I love you, Will.
I love you too, bro. I love you too. Batfleck, bro. Batfleck.
No,
Sorry.
let's not talk about this. Let's not
All
talk
right.
about this.
Oh, I see contention here. He's like, I'm with you, Will, right? You're with me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Sorry, bro.
I mean, we'll see when it comes out, but at this point, I'm like,
Yeah.
You guys can talk about it.
And dude,
Stick to your
how could you
Daredevils, bro.
live with your? I'm sorry, I got to throw
It's
this
all
out there.
good, it's all good.
How could you live with yourself as a human being, knowing Lucy Lawless is on this planet right now, and you don't cast her as Wonder Woman? She was born to be Wonder Woman, and you get some anorexic waif to be Wonder Woman?
No.
Come on,
No.
bro. She's an Amazon warrior goddess. She's got to be buff and like badass. I have to fear her. I don't fear that chick, whoever she is. I'm sorry.
She
Go
did have
ahead.
a really cool response though to someone saying that her boobs weren't big enough. Did you hear about
I
that?
didn't say that.
No, not
oh,
you. No, I know.
I'm talking about the
Was
side where
that you,
Her
Will?
biceps have to be big.
Yeah, her
No,
thighs.
but
Yeah.
she had a pretty
Right.
cool response. Like, someone on Twitter was saying that, like, oh, how come she put one of them? She doesn't have like big enough boobs. I totally agree with like the muscle thing, but and her response was, well, actually, if you like really want to get to the nitty gritty of like an Amazonian warrior, they would
Oh.
cut off their boobs so they could like use their archery
They would
better.
actually only cut off one boob, though.
Well, that's what, one boob. So,
they could.
I was like,
knock their arrows.
What
that's
a
a pretty
crime.
good
What
Seriously,
a crime
I know.
for a bow and arrow.
for mankind.
It's either that or dying by the saber-toothed tiger, man. I don't know.
yeah.
The
To go back
Thundercats-
that far? I thought they were just like warring with other
I
tribes.
have my own
not
version, I
dealing with
guess.
prehistoric creatures.
I have my
Either
own
that or you
version.
get eaten by a T-Rex, man. You know, that's life, dude.
That's life, bro. But
All right, I'm sorry. I sidetrack you guys, man, because I'm like,
That happens.
dude,
That's
it's
the beauty of the
okay.
show.
That's
I'm
the
like,
beauty
I'm
of the
like,
show,
let's
man.
talk about the robot. No, Wonder Woman, go. No,
Yeah, boobs. Let's just stay on boobs for a while.
let's talk about the robot for a little bit because that is a pretty
right.
insane. Like, how did you make that thing? And we'll show some footage of it as we're talking too.
All right,
with your permission, of course.
All right, sure. Well, there's like I remade because okay, I got to backtrack a little bit. So now we're making a feature film, and we're getting investors and distributors and all that, like trying to do it right. And we already have like stars. Like, you have people that you've heard of.
Some pretty reputable people too.
Yeah.
if you want to go down the
Are you
list.
allowed to drop some names right now?
I can drop a couple. Yeah, we got Mark McClure who played Jimmy Olsen in Superman. You met him.
He's
Isn't
so
he
rad.
the coolest guy
We
in
hung
showbiz?
out. We hung out at Comic Fest and like got a little tipsy, and then we went to like a early morning like breakfast
Yeah.
with you guys and stuff. That was like the coolest weekend. That was just crazy. Awesome,
He's
dude.
the most like chill celebrity because I've had to deal with a couple. I'm not going to name names on who the not good ones are, but I honestly, he's the coolest guy. Seconded by Doug Jones. Like Doug Jones is, from Pan's Labyrinth.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Doug
he
Jones,
played the Silver Surfer. He played
Yeah,
in
that's
Hellboy. He was
crazy.
Abe Sapien.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to be
he
in
plays Pan, right?
it. Yeah, he played the
He
Fawn.
played Pan, yeah.
Yeah. He played Abe Sapien in Hellboy. Like he's just
Nice.
he's rad. He's so talented. He's going to be in it. He's a really nice guy too. He's just so busy. Like he's got a lot going on. Like he's on Arrow now. He was on Fallen
Yeah.
Skies.
Yeah.
With any luck, Hellboy 3. He's a busy guy. Yeah.
Good series.
Please, Hellboy 3.
Please, Hellboy 3.
Please.
Love those movies.
Well, okay, I'll leave it there. There's a couple of other people. One of which I like just photographs on my Facebook page. That yeah.
We'll have
whatever.
him on the show eventually.
There'll be more. But the cool thing is like, we're gonna try to get bigger people for the voices of the robots because I have Zero, who's like our protagonist, and then we have the bad guy.
Is he gonna have a voice? Or gonna keep him?
He's gonna talk.
He's gonna talk?
He's gonna
That's
talk.
cool.
I did an online poll on Facebook and you can vote of which actor would be a good voice for Zero, and I think the winner was Elijah Wood. Because he kind of looks like Elijah Wood. He's got the big,
Oh, dude, he totally looks
Frodo
like
eyes,
Elijah Wood.
So yeah, totally. So
Who was he up
we're gonna
against
ask
in the poll?
What was what?
Who was Elijah Wood up against in that poll that people were voting
I had
for?
I put Daniel Radcliffe up there.
Okay.
Harry Potter.
I'd
That guy's
pick
cool,
Elijah over
man.
that, yeah.
Like, I love Daniel Radcliffe. He's so
And he's
cool.
into independent stuff too, man. Like,
Oh,
he's
yeah.
down to do
What's that
independent
one
Yeah,
like
he's so-
Horns or something that they just
Yeah,
did?
It's out on Netflix right now.
I want to see that. That looks totally rad.
It's a trip.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a fun ride.
I like to
Yeah.
see that one. Who else is on there? Nobody is good. I don't think. I think it was like it's probably Elijah. Man.
I love how
Yeah.
honest you are, bro. Like that's so sweet. It's like so refreshing.
Thanks. I see. Here's the rough part. Like I met some real douchebags, like famous douchebags, and I can't. Like I don't know if they can sue you or what. So I can't tell you who the douchebags are.
You can't slander their name, yeah.
No.
And if they're
but I want
douchebags, they're
to.
probably the type of person that would try to sue you too.
Yeah. But I can tell you who's not a douchebag. Doug Jones and Mark McClure are not douchebags.
Mark McClure is so cool.
Totally rad. He's just like he reminds me of the dude in The Big Lebowski. He's just total California guy, relaxed. He's like, all right, cool. Maybe they peed on his rug and that would upset him, but
Dude.
otherwise he's cool.
We talked about Superman for probably like an hour that night at Comic Fest because I didn't realize. Okay, so I walked in and you guys were at a table, I think I got there first, and then we were like kind of in this like little VIP place or whatever, and everyone was like, "Oh yeah, come hang out up here," and I'm like, "All right," and I'm just like dorking around like, "Okay," following everybody around, and then like you come in, and then Mark McClure comes in, and then some artists from DC Comics come in, and I'm just like, "All right, this is cool." Like, hey, how's it going, guys?
They thought the same thing when they saw you.
No,
They're
they
all,
didn't.
Dude, that's
No, they
Gabriel
didn't.
Valentin.
Trust me.
Dude.
No.
Digital Lizards of Doom, man.
I can pretty much 100% guarantee you that's not what they thought.
Mark McClure told me afterwards, like, dude, that guy, he's cool.
You're such a flatterer.
I
dude.
swear to Christ, man. He's like, that guy is super cool.
He was cool though. We talked about Superman for a long time, and it was funny because I was like, I think he's the only one that was in all Superman films, wasn't he?
Yeah, including Supergirl.
That's right.
Yeah.
He was in Supergirl too. And we were talking about just Superman and the history of it, and like why I like the character so much. And he just listened to me nerd out. Like he was so nice. I was like, dude, I'm so sorry. I've just
Yeah.
been jabbering on about Superman for the past.
I did
like,
the same
30
thing to him.
minutes.
Like,
He's
you have to get it out of your system. Like, dude, what's it like to smell Christopher Reeve? Like, just like, let me know. But he gets it all the time, right? And he's just like, yeah, I'll talk to you. Like, as long as you want. He's like so cool.
Yeah.
Most people would just be like, oh, well, that's great. I don't have the time right now or whatever. He's like, yeah, let's talk.
And such a
He's
young
so cool.
spirit too, man. Like he's
Yeah.
just ready to live. It's awesome. And
I want to be like him when I grow up.
definitely.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm ever gonna grow up, but if I do, I hope it's like.
Well,
Mark
that's the thing.
McClure.
He didn't grow up. He's just a cool
Yeah.
kid. You know?
Yeah.
So.
By the way, I love your photo on Facebook. That little Christopher Reeves photo you posted.
Oh, the one where he's like, with the bathrobe
Yeah.
and the I know. I
was
love
awesome.
behind the scenes stuff. And there's like all these old ladies like taking Polaroids and stuff, and he's wearing a short bathrobe with the Superman tights underneath and like these aviators. He's just like,
Just looks like a cool dude.
yeah, yeah.
It's like what a
How
cool
how could you
dude,
not
man.
just feel like a cool dude when you're rocking a bathrobe, like a Hugh Hefner bathrobe over a Superman costume? and you look like Christopher Reeve. How could
Yeah.
you not feel like the dude, man?
Yeah.
Like, you gotta, yeah.
For sure.
Anyway, where were we going? We're
We're
going
just hanging
somewhere.
out, man.
I felt like there was like
Making the feature,
right
something about
stars.
that.
Oh,
Something
right,
about
right.
robots.
Okay, so the bad guy, right? So here's the thing: with like just voice roles, you can afford bigger names just
Yeah.
because they don't have to be on set. You can record the dialogue in an hour. You know. So we're thinking like Elijah Wood, Daniel Radcliffe for Zero, but then there's like the big bad robot, of course, like Ultron. They totally copied us. Like we had the idea first, man. Marvel. So we got this big bad robot. He's actually not a big bad robot because I hate it when like sometimes I think the skinny, creepy, like tall skinny is
Oh, yeah.
creepier than big hulking like Ultron and whatever. So like I was going for like I was thinking the model for this android was David Bowie in the 70s. You know, like the Thin White Duke.
Dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know,
Nice.
just like just angular and thin and just dynamic, you know. So that was like the first choice for the voice was David Bowie. Like, can we get David Bowie to do the voice for this? That question remains to be seen. You know, we're still working on the financing end, and depending on how well that goes, then we could maybe get David Bowie. Or my backup was David Warner from Tron. He played Sark, the bad guy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because he's just got like a dynamic voice. Other contenders like Malcolm McDowell from Clockwork Orange. He's
Oh, nice.
rad. He's got to be British, man.
What about Terrence Stamp?
I'm sorry, Terrence Stamp was in the list.
Yeah,
too.
was he really?
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
awesome.
Yeah, he was actually my second guy I thought of.
Wow.
I was like David Bowie, Terrence Stamp.
I hear
Right,
you.
I know. And then we could reunite Mark McClure and Terrence
Dude,
Stamp.
wow.
Yeah, Zod.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. And then I don't know. He's got to be British, man. Like James Spader, like you're rad, but
He's already doing Ultron.
I know that's what I'm
You
saying.
could be
like,
the
he's
movie
too
that
American
typecast
for it.
him.
James Spader?
Typecast, he'll only do the voices of robots
He's-
for the rest of his career.
Okay, but see, I can't afford Marvel paychecks, so he'd probably pass.
Who can really, dude?
Marvel,
honestly.
Disney,
yeah.
yeah.
Disney.
Yeah.
But
That's a good idea.
The
Yeah,
relax, yeah.
I'm such a conformist.
are
I
you
follow
in?
Gabe,
Are
yeah.
we still in frame? Talk to a producer.
yeah.
Notes.
Hey,
Still good?
yeah,
We
wake
gotta
up,
talk
bro.
to Captain over there. See what.
Jesse, we looking
I
good
good?
up there? Oh, little adjustment.
good.
Cool.
Yeah, scoot over here more. I think scoot over like a little bit here. Are we good?
Bringing it in.
Oh,
Oh, you can have your feet
dude.
up now?
Oh,
Dude, all right, hold on. Let's all get in
All right,
on
let's
this.
This is an interview, man.
This is
yeah.
it, dude. This is how to do this.
This is how you live.
Dan, make a note of this.
Yeah.
So we do it.
Noted. Chink.
Oh yeah, dude. You guys want some margaritas or something?
Yeah.
I'm down.
Please.
So.
Now we're
And
just
Jesse, go get
now
us
we're
some
just
margaritas too.
wasting
Just
time.
kidding.
No, man. But that's awesome though. So where's the future for Halo?
Actually, can I interrupt
Oh,
you
know
real
what?
quick?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm sure there's a decent number of people that are watching that don't know what even the story arc or concept of Zero is. And like when Gabe told me about it, I was like, that sounds so friggin' cool. People that may be watching that are hearing like all the process, like what is the spoiler free just like a synopsis of Zero.
This is where I tumble, bro. I've never been good at the pitch. Like I had some Hollywood guy say, "All right, give me the elevator pitch," and I was like,
How long's this ride?
"Yeah, yeah, seriously." Okay, you gotta. Yeah, it was rough. It was like, especially when you're under pressure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't really a Hollywood guy. It was
Yeah.
kind of a Hollywood guy. It was.
And it's your
I was actually
baby,
hanging out
too,
with
yeah.
Mark McClure and his buddy, who was in Back to the Future with him. He played his dad, but not Crispin Glover. It threw me off. If you remember, I'm sorry, I'm doing a segue here. Okay, he said, "Yo, this is Jeffrey Weissman. He played my dad in Back to the Future." I'm like, so and something didn't click. I'm like, oh, nice to meet you. Great. And I was like, wait a second. Like, Crispin Glover played his dad in Back to the Future.
Yeah.
Right? Remember Crispin Glover?
Of course.
Like, you are my density.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Right. Okay.
I'm trying to make the connection too. Sorry,
Right.
I'm like,
yeah.
wait,
And
what?
I was like, and so I'm like, Mark McClure wouldn't lie to me about this, who played his dad. And so I looked it up later, and most people don't know this, but Crispin Glover only was in the first one. In the second and third one, they replaced him because he wanted too much money. So they got a guy who kind of looked like him in the eyes, and they put a mask, like prosthetics on him to make him look like Crispin
gosh.
Glover.
What?
Crispin Glover sued them for using his image. because the guy looked just like him.
That's insane, dude.
Yeah. So-
he was doing bigger things like Willard and Mousetrap.
Yeah.
Yeah, not one of the
Yeah.
biggest franchises ever. Back to the Future. Ugh.
Yeah, he's kind of a nut. I like him, but he's kind of
Yeah.
a nut.
Yeah,
But yeah,
right.
so this guy played him in. You just wouldn't know.
That's
Yeah.
insane.
Yeah.
That's
And he
totally insane.
actually doesn't look anything like him. It was all prosthetics. Look it up.
So he
Look
he
it
was
up.
the one. I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah.
So he was the one that.
Yeah,
asked
he
you
said,
for the
"What's your
pitch?
elevator pitch?" And I was like, "That's a good question. I'll let you know when I come up with one." So yeah, okay.
But
so,
go through the short film. I think that would be like the best,
Yeah, okay.
right? Because
All right.
can you wrap up the short film?
Okay, well, there's some big
Is that-
differences. Okay, the short
that
film,
too
real quick, is a
spoilerish?
robot who's like on a alien planet, and the last member of this planet is dying, and she cares for him deeply and sends him away, and he discovers Earth in 1918 and lives there for a while, and like befriends like Charlie Chaplin and Jean Harlow and all that stuff, and then he goes away, and then he doesn't find anything else, so he comes back, and it's like the modern world, and he's just like sees how ugly it is, and he wants to blow it
That's
up.
one of my favorite scenes is when he's getting all like the signals from like reality TV and
Yeah.
and stuff like that, and his hand just like goes over,
Oh yeah, he's thinking about
and
it.
he's just like,
Yeah,
I can
don't
wipe
know.
this place
Yeah.
clean, you know?
Yeah, it's corrupted. So the feature film's pretty different. Like it starts there in the original place, like this alien world with this alien creature and stuff, and he gets sent away. He never actually goes to Earth though. He does, like, one of the things about the short film that was kind of magical was the music, because like on a ship he's like playing all this music from like the 20s and 30s and stuff, and it's really cool stuff. And so I didn't want to lose that. So he never actually goes to Earth in the feature film, but he does intercept radio transmissions from that time, because that's when they
Cool.
like the birth of radio. They started broadcasting, and radio waves, continue on in space, so they can just go on and on and on. So there's a very, like in the movie Contact, remember the first radio transmission the aliens received was a Hitler broadcast, which was weird.
I don't
You didn't see
I don't
Contact?
remember that. I've seen that's the one with
Jodie Foster.
Foster, yeah.
yeah.
It wasn't great, but
Is that the
whatever.
one with that really creepy guy and he like jumps out of the tree and he has like bent backwards legs and he's like running like sprinting away at the end?
No.
That's not
really-
Contact.
Is that like a
No.
deleted scene, dude?
That was a way
Alrighty.
deleted scene. It was so deleted it was in a different movie.
So deleted, only Gabe has seen it.
Okay, not the same movie I was thinking of.
Yeah.
No, it's not like a thriller, dude. It's like
Yeah.
a trippy
No, that,
sci-fi.
no, that was obviously Titanic.
Okay.
the bent backwards
yeah.
leg guy.
Yeah, backwards leg.
Yeah,
gang.
after the
Titanic.
accident, yeah.
Yeah, right.
That's right. That's right. I
The
remember
ship,
now.
like,
He's just dragging
Bent
himself
his-
across the dining room.
right.
That's right.
And
That's
out of
horrible.
the tree. He
Yeah,
fell,
yeah.
right.
They had
Tree
trees
on the ship.
boat.
and then Homeboy gets sucked out of the water. He gets abducted.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Let's just go
right.
with it, dude. Come on.
Right.
Yeah. Anyways. So what are the challenges though? Would you say of making the feature length film as opposed to
Oh man, the business, it's rough. It's really rough.
really
Yeah, especially like
not story? The story's easy for you.
Oh yeah. No, the story's great. I don't know how. I hate to pat myself on the back, but it's like it's really good. Like
See,
it's-
Hollywood has the opposite problem. They have all this money,
Mhm.
but they make really bad movies.
Yeah, that's true. I sent the script to a couple of Hollywood contacts I have, and they got back to me and they said, "This is an amazing script. It's solid, man. It's a really good story." I hate to be like formulaic with an art, but there is a formula to a good screenplay.
Sure.
Like you have to have a story arc. There's movies I like that don't have a traditional story arc. Absolutely. Like there's a movie I recommend it called Only Lovers Left Alive.
Only Lovers Left Alive. Okay.
It's Tilda Swinton and Tom Hiddleston who played Loki. It's a Jim Jarmusch film about vampires. It's like a very artsy movie.
Dude, I know exactly what I've seen the trailer for that. I haven't seen it though.
it's rad. It's nothing happens in the movie though. But
That's
you don't.
cool.
But you watch the movie and you're like, I don't care if there's nothing happening.
Just a gorgeous film, or
yeah, it's nice to be there.
One of my
Um,
favorite movies right now is John Wick, and that's the same way.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one. I've heard of it.
It's just like, that's all I'm gonna say. It's just awesome.
All right,
But
check
there's
it.
no, like, there's a point, but not really a story.
Yeah.
Like,
And that's
but
okay
it's cool though.
sometimes.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
There's like an implied story that happened in the past from the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you get to use your imagination a
Yeah.
little bit, which is pretty tight.
Yeah. Like the goal for our movie overall is to like, I really want to make something that feels like a bigger movie than it is. You know, like a Marvel movie. You know, something with a good solid story. It's really fun to watch. It's okay for kids to watch too, but it definitely entertains adults. It's got humor. You know, I want to make an all around movie of that type. You know, with just enough artistic integrity to, you know, have artistic integrity. I think Guillermo del Toro has a great balance. He's one of my favorite directors.
Same here.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
He's got a great balance of make it likable for everybody, but and you know, be mainstream, but maintain your artistic integrity.
You like Guillermo
So-
del Toro?
Love him.
Dude.
Dude,
Right
doing
here.
our secret handshake.
Yeah.
You know it?
I
You
just
know
learned
it?
it. I know it now.
Dude. Okay, let's try it. Ready? Boom. 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 Dude, you're welcome to the club, bro.
I'm in the club, bro.
But speaking,
Welcome to the 3-person club, bro.
but that's awesome, man.
I wish I would have wore darker socks today. I feel like
Yeah, dude.
yeah. See,
You're not in the dark side.
I'm
We're
not in the club, bro.
We're so dark.
You're a
and,
new.
like,
You're an initiate.
I'm
to the
new.
press. Yeah.
but
Yeah,
We'll give-
it's like
your
it's like
socks
a
are in
white
the
belt
mail,
in
dude.
karate.
Yeah,
there you
exactly.
go. There you go.
You got to go through orange, brown, purple until you get to the black socks.
Man, the orange phase is gonna be rough.
Yeah, orange socks. not
Yeah,
flattering.
That's awesome, though, dude.
especially
But,
the brown. I got brown, but I didn't buy them that way. So,
I love the show.
yeah,
It's
that's
awesome.
pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
Hey guys.
So I
Actually,
forgot you were
speak-
there. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
That's
hello.
all good.
Hello.
People often do. Speaking of which, speaking of Dan's secret handshake, I think we're gonna
Dan's
get to
favorite part. The
Dan's
Twitter
favorite
questions?
part of the show.
Okay.
do it.
Fan questions?
Yeah. You know what we forgot
If
to
it's
ask
blank, it's my fault. I'm sorry, guys. I know you usually have fan questions. If there's nothing there,
It's just a black screen today,
you're-
actually.
Remember the cricket thing?
you. Yeah.
Crickets. You're
There you
gonna
go.
like actually
Crickets
have
all the
cricket
way.
chirps.
All right, Twitter questions. Let's start with @Crimbles. You okay with that? @Crimbles.
Crumbles, what's up?
Cool.
Crimbles' question is, what are the key challenges in making a film? And that super open-ended. Give us a couple of the biggies.
We always, when there's questions like that, we always try to go like personally. So I guess I just
Okay.
add like a personally for you.
yeah.
A
What were
personal
you-
thing for
in
me, like
your
a personal
Like, what were
opinion,
experience?
your key challenges?
Making sure everybody's on page with your vision is a big thing. You know, like as a filmmaker, you have a vision. You know what the aesthetics are like. You know what the pacing is like. Translating that to people, like your crew, most of all the money people, like trying to like.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Money people have no vision.
What are we paying for?
I like seriously, like it's about money, and I understand that. If I was giving somebody $100,000, whatever, to make a movie, you know, I want to know I'm getting paid back, like what you're spending it on, because some people, you know, just get carried away. But like translating what's your artistic vision to other people, that's easily the hardest thing to do.
On the money thing, as far as like investing in film, I have no idea. How much are those investors looking to get back? Like, what would make them happy?
Yeah. Is it different?
Like,
Does
what
it vary?
percentage of a return are they stoked
Um,
on?
You know, like when we were starting off, like there's all these things. We got all these samples for like investor packets that people have done before and all that, and they would always have a cap on what somebody can make back. You know, like 150%. And I was like, that feels icky to me. You know, like so they're paying for the movie, but they can only ever make 50% over their initial investment.
Yeah.
And what if the movie takes off like Star Wars? They just get
50 grand.
Yeah, whatever. So I'm like, that's not selling a dream. So when I first put it together for this feature film, I'm like, all right, 400%. And I'm like, that still feels icky. No cap. So now, like, investors for our film have no cap. If it takes off like Star Wars, they're going to keep making money as long as we're making money. It just felt icky to, have a cap on an investor, man.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't want that.
You're too nice, man.
Selling the dream. You're building. Filmmaking is about building relationships and networking, and like these people who believed in you the first time, give back to them. They believed in you. They believe
And they
in
got
your
money
vision.
to throw around.
That's
if
awesome.
They made a bunch back off
Right.
of it. Yeah.
And if I made them a bunch of money, maybe they'll think of me again in the future because the point is to keep making films. That's what drives me, makes me happy. Just whatever keeps you going. Make that you need money, people. Make them happy, and you'll keep making movies. So,
Good one, dude.
Rad.
Nice.
bro,
Rad.
I worked on that one.
That's your elevator pitch.
He's taking.
for-
He's
my
taking.
elevator
That's
pitch.
his elevator pitch. He's taking this cold too, ladies and
Help
gentlemen.
me help you.
All right. This next one is Andy Thuckle or Andy T. Huckle.
What's up, Andy?
One of those two. Yeah, we can agree on the Andy part. Do you feel like film festivals are important to independent filmmakers, or is it a scam?
Both.
A loaded question.
Both, absolutely both. There's last count 240,000 film festivals.
What?
I didn't know. I just threw that number out. It's a
Just
lot.
say, dude.
It's a lot. It's a lot of film festivals. There's IMDb owns a company called Without a Box, and it's
What's the company?
Without a Box.
Without a box.
I'm not plugging them because yeah, I'm just saying okay. But they if you go on there and see how many film festivals there are, it's just staggering, and they
Yeah.
all want minimum $40 for you just to submit your film.
And that's no guarantee,
yeah,
obviously.
and these are film festivals that somebody started in their basement. You don't know. If you even go, some of them, if you go to their website, they have pictures of a big gala event with tuxedos and stuff. But in actuality, it's run at their local church, and nobody ever shows up to it.
It's like pictures from
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Oscars and stuff.
Yeah,
Is that an Oscar in the corner?
Absolutely, it's criminal. It's absolutely criminal.
That's crazy, man.
There's people are so desperate to get exposure.
So what you're saying, there might actually be that amount of film festivals, but a lot of them might be fake.
Absolutely. Well,
Wow,
they're
okay.
not necessarily fake. They just have zero prestige.
Gotcha.
It might look good on your resume. If you have nothing on your resume, yes, my film won the only film shown at this event award. Whatever. But
You can send it to my mom's basement.
yeah, it's rough though. It's really rough. Sundance, for example, there's a phrase that says you paid for the party, meaning Sundance, for example, gets I think 16,000. This is a real number. 16,000 submissions every year.
Dang.
They can't show 16,000 movies. There's no way. But they take the money from all those submissions. You're paying for the party. They show 150 movies, and all those people who paid, I think it's $80 just to submit your film. That's a lot of money. That adds up. So
Wow, dude.
Yeah.
Do you think people watch them all?
that is, they always say, "Oh yes, we watch them all." If it's true, they just get a bunch of teenagers who don't know anything about movies to sit there and scream. I didn't like that girl's hair in that movie, so I'm just gonna pass on it. Whatever, I'm guessing there's not a lot of artistic vision with the screeners. Some of them that might not be the case, but I think when they have so many to deal with, they just get volunteers and just tell me
Yeah.
which ones suck.
Yeah.
If it has and
Just tell me which ones suck.
yeah, and if it has a star in it, that's an instant pass. If you look at Sundance's lineup, before they even go through the submissions, they're announcing stuff from independent studios, and they're not independent. They're sub, Warner Brothers or whatever might have a company that they own, but it's independent. And and it will be starring Ben Affleck or whoever. These stars do independent movies, and they're instant ends at Sundance, regardless of how bad it is. It is a scam, but it's also I'm so negative.
No, dude. It's
But
just
it's great. People they judge you on what you've done, and not always your work. They wait for other people's approval of you to base their own.
Oh, dude,
it's I'm William Wall, I'm a filmmaker. And they go, oh, great. And I won an Oscar. Oh, then they're interested, So even if you're a nobody filmmaker, go to a couple of nobody film festivals, pay whatever they want, try to get a couple of awards. It looks good. Even if they're not very prestigious, it's still something because that's how people judge you. It's a sad truth of the business.
I was telling Dan this, I think, last time we were coming back from Hollywood. It's crazy to me, exactly what you're talking about, how a lot of people don't care about the product. They care about numbers. It's a numbers game.
Absolutely.
And how many venues I've played at, especially when you go on tour, because you can't really go in there and meet them and stuff. You just have to send them promo vids and stuff. And so many times where I've played shows, and after the show, like the manager or the booking agent will come up and be like, "Oh my gosh, like that was a really cool show. Like you have a cool band." It's like, so you totally didn't watch my video at all. You probably just like skimmed through it to see if people were showing up at the concerts.
Absolutely. Music
and that's
business
it.
isn't too different from the movie
Yeah.
business. Oh, it is and it isn't. It's a business.
No, I know exactly what
like
you mean,
The
yeah.
word business is part 2 of the title, man. It's music business.
Which is crazy because art and business don't go together at all. But
No.
yet somehow we live in a world where they've
Yeah,
figured
you
out
have to.
how
I mean, even at the basic level, if you're a painter, you got to pay for your paint.
Yeah.
You know, that's like on a small scale. You know, with a movie or a record, you know, just getting to a studio. Great thing about technology, though, is it's made everything reachable.
Yeah.
You know, as far as like quality, you can have a studio, recording studio in your apartment, and get a good sounding album, good enough for worldwide distribution.
Yeah.
You know, it's possible now. Movies are a little bit trickier. You know, a lot trickier.
I can imagine.
Yeah, but because you know I've done them both. But yeah, it's rough. It's rough. I'm sorry, we got more questions, right?
Yeah, we got a couple.
Yeah, film festivals, you have to do it. It sucks. I'm sorry.
Necessary evils.
Necessary evil.
It goes into that category.
Yeah,
Andy Thuckle, you're welcome for that long.
and be selective.
Okay, so this next one is from @Macatom Braemar.
Hey, I
So-
asked you first, man. I asked you.
Oh, how to pronounce
Yeah.
that? Yeah.
So
Macatom Braemar. We'll go with that.
What's up, Macatom Braemar?
Okay, so I like this Complisult question, which is, first of all, I've never heard of you. Thanks for
I've
letting us.
never heard of you either.
Yeah.
I assure you of that.
You know, that's my favorite thing when somebody's like, "Hey, this dude was talking smack on you, Dan." I'm like, "Who's that?" That is my favorite thing. All right. First of all, I've never heard of you,
You're welcome.
but I looked at your website and your work looks so beautiful.
Thank
when
you.
when do we get to see a trailer for Zero?
That's a great question. You have no idea how great.
Thank you, Magatom Braemar.
Yeah. Thank you.
Well,
jerk.
okay, I gotta throw this out there. We're working on one right now. This is the first time I've ever used CGI in a movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
I've always used
But you're
models
the
and
green
stuff.
screen master because I've seen a few of the other ones.
Not
and
the
I'm like,
master. No, it's pretty rough. I hide things well, dude. Like you have no
Got
idea.
to, yeah.
I'm the master of. I'm
Kinda
like,
falls
oh,
into the
that needs a
master
shadow.
category.
That needs to be a darker scene. So we're working on one now. It's almost done. I have a CGI team now. I got to throw a shout out to Mike Smith, Mike Marcella, Scott Ryan. They're my CGI guys, and they're killing it. Like Hollywood quality stuff. So I can't tell you when it's going to be done because they're like every day I'm like, how's it coming, guys? Because we have all the animatics pretty much done. Animatics like a rough CGI, like because we're not set up for filming
It looks
yet.
probably looks something similar to like an early 19 like
80s.
90s
Yeah,
like
yeah.
video game kind of thing.
Yeah, kind of like that. Yeah, animatic is like a test you do
Like
just
early
to make sure.
EverQuest.
Yeah, for sure.
Or like Beast Wars.
Like it's not like the in trailer's not going to
Yeah.
look like that, but you do like a rough low res test.
Yeah.
So since we're not set up for shooting, like we don't have our studio yet, our actors don't have all their costumes. We have a couple of costumes, but so we can't give a proper teaser. The reason why we're making a teaser is because again, people like the money people and stuff don't have vision. They don't see what we're going for, or wisely to their credit, like the money people, distributors and so forth, they want to make sure before they give any money, they're like, well, we want to know what the quality is going to be like. And we can't use the short film as an example of quality because
yeah.
it's a $600 budget. I made it with a DSLR in a garage. So
Freezing cold.
yeah, freezing cold. awful. I suffer from my art. So we wanted to give them like show them a bit of like the music, the effects, the CGI, what quality level
The
it is.
costumes are pretty insane too, man. I've seen a few of the costumes.
Yeah. I take costuming really seriously.
The costumes are pretty wow.
Thanks, bro. Thanks, bro. Like it's so important to me. Like you look at like Logan's Run compared to Star Wars,
Run, dude. I love
vast
Logan's
difference.
Huge, yeah.
Huge difference. So yeah, I'm hoping like a week or so. The CG guys might kill me. They're like, dude, it takes a week just to think about doing this. I don't know. So like, but they're killing it.
So we're gonna get a trailer in a week, is what he's saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. All right, a week. Give me a week.
You can quote me on that.
You'll get
How
one
many?
frame
When
of
does
the
this
trailer.
air? It airs in a week.
2 weeks from now.
yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, it seriously
Yeah,
it
yeah.
airs in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
2 weeks.
So a
Right
week
now,
ago, yeah.
it's right now. It's online already. Dude, you should have told me that. Then I could just said, "It's on, bro. It's on right
Will
now."
it really be there?
Yeah, maybe.
in 2 weeks.
Yeah,
No way.
seriously.
I was
Dang.
totally just.
Yeah,
joking.
no, I got all the music. I'm just like waiting for the CG elements to get in.
Yes.
Yo,
Sweet.
Dang.
Get the
and I'm
inside
shooting,
scoop.
and the new Zero robot is done. One of them, there's gonna be two of them, two different. Well, you'll see. And then yeah. So, but I'm shooting one of the robots tonight for the teaser.
Awesome, dude. Dude, we always get the inside scoops, dude.
Yeah, we
It's
do.
freaking awesome.
Yeah.
Well, come on, bro. I gave it to you. There you go. All right.
You're not important
God
anymore.
damn.
We already
You
used
just
you.
join the club, dude. Come on.
Guys, I know. You're like, I'm a White Sox. I'm only White Sox level. You know,
White Sox
but-
level.
Hey, by the time this airs, though, you might be like a brown sock or a purple sock. So.
Yeah.
Could we just skip like the Brown saga?
Yeah, brown socks sucks.
Yeah, no, bro.
We go straight to the soggy socks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you get stripes? I like the stripe.
Yeah, you get
Stripes are
after you
cool.
get a black sock, you start adding stripes.
Do you
to
get
it.
the black sock garter? You know what I'm talking about? Like
Can't-
those old guys.
Neither of
that
us
have
have
the
even
little-
reached that level yet.
All right.
though.
They used to be my friends,
Yeah.
but then the stripes got involved.
Okay, next question is from Mellow Endy or Mellow Wendy 6. Mellow Wendy 6.
What's up, Mellow Wendy?
Sup,
Are
girl?
you anti-piracy or pro-piracy, or is it something you even care about?
That's a
You know, I did think about this before.
that's a slippery slope.
That's a
right
great
there,
question.
dude.
I am pro until it affects me. Yo, man, I'm like
Pro?
Lars Ulrich. Like,
Are you
like,
sure about
James
that?
Hetfield needs another gold-plated Ferrari. Like, you know, no. Here's the thing. Like piracy, I actually believe for somebody at my level could help make a career. I know that like it sounds bad, like oh they're stealing money from you. I don't know, man. Exposure, like a fan base is easily the most important thing. I think like Disney is doing just fine. Like if the Avengers Ultron gets pirated a couple of times, oh my God, I'm making an enemy here. That is not good. Do not pirate Avengers: The Age of Ultron. I love you, Disney. I want to direct your next film. Never pirate. That's all I'm saying.
Let's pick the guy that said.
okay,
he
but I'm
should
saying
steal
a
all our
bunch of
movies.
nobodies. Like if they actually make something really cool and it gets pirated, like that's good exposure. Like you're getting fans, even if they're not the right kind of fans. I don't know, but I think it's
Everyone
there's-
says it's in merchandise, dude. Everyone says it's. that's
George
where you
Lucas
make your
proved
money.
that.
Yeah.
George Lucas with Star Wars, man. That Skywalker Ranch was not built on ticket sales; it was built on merchandise. It's absolutely true.
Yeah. I think
so,
there
yeah.
was like a.
so pirate. So you can pirate. My distributors won't like this. All right, if you happen to be a scurvy pirate and you download Zero Dawn of the Darklighters, just buy a toy, bro.
There you
buy
go.
a T-shirt.
Yeah.
That's a
And-
good one.
But my investors wouldn't like me.
I forget the interview. Someone was, I think it was Radiohead, Tom York. I think it was Tom York. Yeah, it was Tom York. And they were asking why he was so like pro, like I guess pro piracy. He kind of responded in the same way, like, "Oh, I'm pro."
Butchering a pig down there. Jeez.
Sometimes, sometimes the mics don't pick that up, so I don't know.
that
if it's
was
on
that
there.
was one of my
it on
investors. That was actually
Okay,
one of my
cool.
investors.
He's screaming right now.
Sorry.
Oh man, I just lost so much money.
You have 6-year-old investors.
Yeah.
No wonder, dude. Like that's
Yeah.
your problem.
They're piracy.
It's like saving your lunch money.
Oh man.
It's fine. We can make a cut.
No, we're leaving all that.
All right, so we can leave
If
all
it's
that
even-
in.
You know, I heard about piracy. I heard Bono say like, I make such a ridiculous amount of money doing this. If somebody wants to download a couple albums, go for it, bro.
Well, here, what I was gonna say though is, this is what Tom York said. Someone was asking him in an interview like why he's not worried that all these people are downloading like Radiohead's albums and stuff, and he was like, they're downloading the album for free. Like, don't you care? And he's like, how many fans is that making though? And how many concerts are they going to go to? That's
Yeah.
gonna pay for. That's like one person downloading 15 albums.
Yeah.
So
And just like the music,
doesn't
or
matter.
The music
And
industry,
T-shirts
they make
and-
their money off people going to shows, not by buying their songs on
Right.
on
Yeah.
iTunes or whatever.
Right.
record labels. I mean, I'm on a great label, Noise Cartel Records, but they still make. I mean, actually, it's a pretty. We split it pretty. I don't even know what I'm talking about. But they make all their money off of the sales from like the digital sales and stuff.
Yeah.
And like they're doing fine,
Yeah.
So it's like
As long as everybody's happy, man. Like,
just buy a T-shirt for me once in a
you know,
while.
it's a reality that everybody needs to just get over. Like, there's going to be piracy, man. Like, there's no way around it. So,
It's all
yeah.
because of PlayStation,
yeah, I blame PlayStation, Sony, but like, yeah, like Marvel seems to be doing, like Disney seems to be doing well. All the big studios seem to be doing well.
Disney's
hasn't
hurting, bro. Disney's in
Obviously. I love you, Disney.
Have you been to Disneyland
No.
lately? That fountain isn't blue anymore. It's just
They're
regular
feeling rough
water
times,
now.
bro.
Yeah.
It's the
Yeah.
drought too.
Yeah, feeling rough times.
Anyways, more
So-
Twitter questions.
So yeah. So anyway, yeah, piracy. Like,
He's pro.
Like,
I think it's pretty obvious
Well,
he's pro.
no,
No matter
no,
how
no.
much he tries to hide
no,
it.
I'm
He's
saying
pro-piracy.
there's a good and bad thing to it. The big companies seem to be doing okay. I don't know how it affects the little guy, because I've never been pirated. Please pirate me. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. It's the future, man. It's here to stay.
Dude, watch. Once like Zero just blows up and Halo Cinematic is like this multi-million-dollar company, you're gonna be
Well,
like
no,
one of
I'm gonna be like penniless. I'm
addressing
gonna have
Congress.
I'm gonna have
like,
the
stop piracy.
yeah, maybe.
You'll be right up there with Liars, dude.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm gonna have like the #1 movie in the world and like poor. Yeah. I hate you, pirates. Sorry, who's next?
All right, thank you, Mellow Wendy. Next is Somber by Pell, at Somber by Pell. Is digital technology a threat or an opportunity? I don't even
Did
really
we-
know what that means, Pell.
Is digital piracy a threat or an opportunity?
digital
It's-
technology.
Oh, digital technology. Oh, I thought you said digital piracy. I was like,
Digital technology.
Okay. Digital technology. Opportunity, man. Like film. I assume they
We're
mean
talking
like,
personally, I assume, right? Like, so.
Yeah,
you,
yeah, for me. Digital technology as far as filmmaking, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I think we can assume that.
All right.
Not just like Skynet.
It's
and
it's
stuff.
the it's the way to go, man. Like, try watching VHS. That's digital. Like if you want to get bake it
You're
all the
gonna
way
dog
down.
on VHS now, bro?
Yeah, it was
Step on some
VHS.
toes
Dude,
there,
I
buddy.
got so like
I don't think they're ever gonna want to hire you.
there was VHS.
I think they're gonna
the VHS
VHS
company.
war?
You will not.
Yeah.
You will not be able to
VHS
distribute your.
Corporation in their wide lapel suits, polyester
When
suits.
you address
like,
them and say, "Hey, can we get Zero Darklighters on VHS tape?" They'll be like, "No, you dogged us, dude. You're not gonna be able to distribute on VHS."
He's totally down with the laser disc.
Why do I
guy.
feel like we're totally writing a regular show episode right now?
Dude.
From regular show.
We could
Love
be.
a regular
Yeah.
show.
Okay, so yeah, I know
VHS
I'm
Corp.
really missing out on those VHS contracts, but yeah, digital technology, man, it's totes my goats.
And
Yeah.
like, I don't take this. I don't take this as like a weird thing. And I don't mean it that way. But you've used it a lot, right? And it's helped you a lot.
Yeah.
Like,
Well-
and I mean that as a compliment because
It's weird. Like up
helped your films.
until like 6-7 years ago, like good-looking films, like people were on camcorders, and like it looked awful, on your mom's camcorder trying to make a movie. Like, it's not going to work. You're never going to go anywhere with that. You have to be able to afford film.
Is that the one that has like the little date that you can't get rid of, like down in the bottom corner?
Yeah,
like
that's the one.
December 24th.
That's mom's camcorder, bro. VHS camcorder.
All right.
Yeah. So yeah, it was you had to have money to buy film. Film is expensive. Super 8 was kind of not good enough. 16 millimeter even expensive to buy and develop. I think a feature film would cost minimum, like on 16 millimeter, like $10,000 just to buy the film. It's crazy. And then to edit it, actually like look through and slice it and stuff. No, man, digital's the way to go. Like, I know Spielberg is refusing to shoot digital, but he can afford to, man.
Yeah.
It literally costs hundreds of thousands of dollars to buy the 35 millimeter Kodak film stock that he uses for like Lincoln and whatever. Yeah, he can afford it. He's Spielberg, yo.
Yeah.
Most people aren't Spielberg, and so that's why we're using digital. So like, I'm gonna give a plug to a company.
Sure.
I'm not endorsed or sponsored by this company, but they're just so rad. They love human beings and filmmakers. Blackmagic Design. They make these cameras like Hollywood quality, beautiful. If you know how to use them, like just as good as any Marvel movie, but like totally $2,000.
Yeah.
You can get cinema quality camera. If you get the right lens, like this company is amazing, and they give they have like color grading programs that Hollywood uses. Like Pro Hollywood uses these programs, and they said they're free now. You can go download them for free.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go get that immediately.
Seriously,
Yeah.
like DaVinci Resolve,
My day
man.
job is shooting videos, so
Yeah, they're a freaking amazing company. I love them. One day I will be your spokesman. All right, go ahead. I shoot. By the way, I shoot exclusively on Blackmagic now.
really.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
We're gonna talk
Hey,
about that.
sponsor
after
this guy.
This is over. Yeah. Okay. Last Twitter question. It went so fast. From @Dextrata.
Because nobody knows who I am. Who is that?
@Dextrata. Well,
At
these 6
Dextrata.
people know who you are at least. Who are your top 3 favorite directors?
Guillermo del Toro.
Good.
Ridley Scott. Some of the time.
Mm-hmm.
I love that answer because I know exactly what you mean by saying that.
Yeah, okay. Guillermo, like he's never led me astray. I think Pacific Rim was my least favorite one.
I love Pacific.
No,
Rim. Yeah.
it's eye candy.
Oh.
It's totally like candy, but the story.
And I love Evangelion too, the anime
Yeah,
that it was
yeah. There was a
taken
lot.
from.
Of,
Oh, I love.
like just because
love
I
that
say it's my
story.
least favorite Guillermo movie doesn't mean I didn't like it.
Yeah.
Dude,
It
we
was
were
just
friends
like,
before you came on this interview, man.
oh
Just kidding.
man, that was
Just
rough.
kidding.
But like he's never really led me astray. Never. I still like Pacific Rim, which is my least favorite. And Crimson Peak, his new one coming out.
I haven't
Oh my
seen it.
god! Just look at the trailer. Everybody, go look at the trailer for his new movie, Crimson Peak. Oh my god, it looks amazing.
Is he how involved is he? Because you're obviously a fan of his, and you can answer this question. How involved is he with The Strain?
Yeah.
that show.
I
'Cause
don't know.
I
It
don't.
might be one of those cases like
He was like a
where they
producer.
just put his he approves of this project, so he puts
Yeah.
his name on it just to get funding and all that. It might be one of those cases. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm not
know.
a big fan of that show.
Like
Dude, I
he-
tried watching, and I
real-
was like,
real whatever's on
Yeah, he when he sees a project he likes, like Mama, he puts his name on it, or The Orphanage.
Yeah.
He puts his name on it because he likes
Orphanage
it.
was cool, man. That was a trippy movie.
That was so it was a great movie that I will probably never watch again because it was so sad. I was like, oh
Yeah,
really
man,
sad.
like the end of it, you're just like, oh okay.
You had to read a lot in that
I need a
movie.
cheeseburger. That was sad.
happy cheeseburger.
yeah.
I was sad because I had to read so much. I was
Yeah.
just like, oh man. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, it was Spanish.
Gabe
Actually,
just learned to read.
I
so.
just learned
Yeah.
actually. No, I actually really am a huge fan of foreign films.
He's working on the new Silent Hill game too.
Nice.
That's what I
Apparently
heard,
has, like,
yeah.
a
He's
big
the good. He's
involvement
the right
with that.
choice for that.
Yeah,
That's gonna be
absolutely.
spooky. Did you play the trailer?
I watched it being played because I
Dude.
don't have a PS4.
Oh
I
my
don't have the money for that
goodness,
right now, so
man.
I'm just like on Twitch watching people play through that thing. Over
That's
and over.
intense. I played it.
Yeah,
I played it without
it's
ever
like
seeing it.
photorealistic. It's a beautiful game.
Not only that, just like the way they put you into the game, and
Mhm.
it
Have you
messes.
seen any of this?
It messes with
No,
your
I
head.
There's
have
like
not
a
at all.
teaser
It's-
for the new Silent Hill game.
It's insane, and they didn't let people know.
No, you
I
didn't know
got
what
to
was
play
at
it
first.
before they knew it.
It was
Before
called like
people knew.
PT, like playable teaser.
Yeah.
Nobody knew what it was for.
And like you're playing through it, and I'm not spoiling anything, but you pretty much you're in one hallway the entire
Yeah.
game, one hallway, and you keep going through the door, and every time
And it,
you
like,
go through the door,
resets you every time.
if you're doing the right things, things keep changing, and this girl's voice gets like louder and louder. That's all I'm gonna say.
Wow.
It's
And
real,
it just messes with
real
your
awesome.
head. Like stuff starts like pictures will be like upside down on the wall.
I
and
love
it's
this.
a trip.
I love the
dude.
psychological thing.
You don't have any items or anything. All you have to do is notice things. You just have to walk through the game
Yeah.
and notice stuff. It's
pretty
a
rad.
trip, dude.
It's really good.
It's pretty
It's
rad.
crazy.
I love. I'm sorry. I'm gonna throw this out there. I remember Metal Gear Solid on PlayStation.
Yes.
Like, right.
One of
I
the
mean,
best games
that was
ever,
like
yeah.
that was the first game that thought outside the box. Like there was a guy who could read your thoughts. Should I spoil like how you have to beat him?
I think it's
This
safe.
is
I
like
think it's
All right,
safe
safe.
with this.
1997 or something.
yeah. But like you had to like you like. How the hell do I beat this guy? You had to unplug your controller and put it into a different
Yep.
port.
And it gives you
So
like
it's like-
clues.
Psycho
Yeah.
Mantis, dude.
Psycho Mantis.
Psycho Mantis is that
Psycho
boss.
Mantis, right?
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
such a rad game. So rad. Third favorite director, Stanley Kubrick. from Shining.
Sure.
You know.
Also,
Yeah.
too, when you're fighting Sniper Wolf, and you're like trying to find her, if you didn't stop by the medical station because they don't tell you to, and get like the panic pills or whatever,
Diazepam.
it's really it's really hard to fight her because he's like like all
Right.
like that and stuff.
Yeah.
But if you take the pills and then
Yeah,
drink, like,
you
can
mellow out.
Pop
it's
some
mellow out.
Xannies,
So
yeah,
that
dude.
game was crazy, dude.
Made me want to do Xanax real bad though.
I missed that game.
It didn't have that effect on me, but
My favorite thing.
we'll
in
talk
the-
about that
stronger
after
than
the
me.
show.
Yeah.
My
We'll talk
favorite
about
thing in
that
the
after the
game
show.
was the cardboard box. I would just cruise around in the cardboard box.
Oh,
that
that
was
was
Hell
awesome.
yeah.
But then people
All right.
kick you. That was really rude.
Yeah, yeah, you know, that's right. This bastard.
Shout out to
That's what I do
Konami.
when I see a box. I kick
Yeah.
it.
Shout out
What's this
Konami.
doing here?
Did you hear what I called it? Did you catch-
Konami?
Konami.
Oh yeah,
Thanks, dude. Konami, but
I just
One
like
day.
bugging
We'll
Dan.
keep
He
working
hates
on
when
it.
I say
Konami.
Konami. SoCal, bro.
thanks for watching, guy.
Oh,
No, that-
okay. So one more. Top 3 favorite directors.
We already did 3.
And
Yeah.
Ridley Scott some of the time.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right.
Does that
Yeah.
count as like a half?
Well, give us another half.
okay,
then.
okay. If he's a half, then Scorsese.
Okay.
Wow. Okay. I didn't see that one coming.
He does good stuff, man. It's not my style. Like he's not a director I emulate. Like I would emulate.
He did the
but-
Brady Bunch, right?
No.
I'm just
Partridge
kidding.
Family.
Just
no,
kidding.
no, no. Whoever directed that is actually the opposite of my favorites. While it was a good translation of the
I've-
Brady Bunch television show,
I've
it's
never
not
seen
my, not my.
Oh, I thought
okay.
you meant
Yeah.
the graphic novel.
Yeah.
Translation.
the
of
graphic novel. Yeah,
It's taken from the book.
it's a lot darker than in the graphic novel.
Yes.
Obviously,
You know, the
Yeah.
book is way better. I'm definitely more of like a Brady Bunch.
Yeah.
But
It's a
they
lot
missed.
more
There's a
gore.
lot of characters they left out in there. You know,
for sure, bro.
plot
Yeah.
points.
Nothing's
Anyways,
as good as a
man.
Broadway show, but you know.
Anyways, dude. But yeah, thank you so much, man.
Yeah, this
for
is awesome.
coming
Oh
on.
no, we're done.
Yeah.
Well, actually,
How much
you're
time
not-
was
Shoo me off early.
No,
No, that
I'm
was
joking.
like an
But
hour and a half.
give the plugs. Give the plugs. Where
Yeah,
can people
yeah, we're
find
plugging
your
all your
stuff?
stuff.
And
okay.
Keep up to date with what's going on.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. We're so small that we're very, like fans are we're fans of our fans, man. So like, come be a fan and I'll worship you. Like David Bowie said in Labyrinth, was it fear me, love me, do as I say, and I will be your slave. That is how
Awesome.
that's our relationship with our fans.
Word, dog.
So on Facebook, it's facebook.com/0darklighters, I think.
I believe so.
Yeah.
We'll have the links too. up
Yeah, all
on-
right, cool.
Yeah.
HaloCinematic.com. That's our big website.
So right
thing.
now, look below this video. It's like down here somewhere,
Yep.
and click on.
There's like a paragraph with some like blue things on
some
it.
stuff.
Yep.
So click
Oh, and
on
I wanted to throw out. We're not like a big charity or anything, or like not charity, but we're not like a big company or anything. And we recently gave Sam Diego, a mutual friend of ours. You know all the work he does with charity, and he started the Sons of Charity and all that. But he spends a lot of time helping kids with cancer and their families. Just supporting them. So I decided it's time to start giving back, even though we're nobodies. So I made we gave an award to him for his efforts. I just wanted to recognize him. So at Cancer Stock, I presented him with this award. It's on the website and stuff. You can see it. But
That's cool,
but
man.
As we go, hopefully it's bigger and bigger. But we want to give back, as much as we can.
Yeah.
So yeah, read up on that. If you have any nominees for the next recipient of the Heart of Zero Award, let me know. And
man.
yeah,
Rad.
we're always
So
on the lookout
rad.
for good people because, good people make the world a better place. So we
Very
want to
true,
help.
man. Very true.
Absolutely. Final question that I just thought of.
Yeah.
Are you going to try to stay in San Diego, or are you going to move operations elsewhere when things start popping
Okay,
off?
if I got like George Lucas money,
Yeah.
I might move up to like north, not L.A., like Santa Barbara or something.
Okay.
Because it's just really nice there.
Yeah.
But I'm probably not going to get George Lucas money, so I'll probably just stick around, bro. If that's cool with you, I like San Diego.
Yeah,
San,
San Diego's
yeah,
the
yeah.
best.
San Diego's awesome.
Absolutely.
And I'm in the club now. I got to earn my
You
black
can't.
socks.
You
I can't leave.
Yeah.
Can't leave.
No, you have to be within like 100-mile radius.
You shall,
of us
you
at
shall
all times.
return victorious. I believe in you.
Thank
Yeah.
you, thank you, bro.
Cool, man.
Beautiful.
Thank you so much for coming on the show.
All right, guys. William
great
Wall.
to be here, man.
Check him out. Click those
Hey,
links.
Nice to meet you guys.
Click those links. Thanks for the questions.
Woo.
Thank you.
Peace.
Thank you guys for watching the Digital Lizards of Doom show.
Yes.
This is the official movie version of Boba Fett's helmet.
I know where Han is.
Do you?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not Boba Fett because I auditioned for the role.
Whoa.
I auditioned for the role, but the helmet didn't fit, so I didn't get it. But they were so ready to hire me for it.
I heard that, dude.
I know, it was in TMZ.
Bummed out. Didn't work out.
Yeah.
So.
Also, another thing to comment on. This mannequin creeped me the hell out when I walked in here. And also, you think this. I don't know if you can see. Oh, don't want to break that. That's an expensive movie prop right there. I don't know if you can see this. He's got his hand tucked in like he's rocking like a shuriken, like inside his coat here. Turns out, homeboy doesn't even have a hand. It's disconnected. There's no
messed
hand
up.
there.
That was messed
That's
up,
freaky.
guys.
Or maybe he's just shamed, like, oh man, I lost my hand and I'm real embarrassed by it. Don't be embarrassed, dude. This is part of who you are. You're real tall though, so like, come on, you got some stuff going for you in life. Anyways, thanks for watching the show, guys. Digital Lizards of Doom show. And yeah,
Come check us out. dlodband.com. You can
Yeah,
watch
go to
every
that.
episode, the
Go to
most
that.
recent episode. Battlecastshow.com.
we just did our live show not too long ago. So
Very
check
cool.
that out. Battlecastshow.com, Facebook.com/Battlecastshow, at Battlecastshow, blah, 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 blah,
Blah, blah, blah, blah,
Battlecast
blah,
Show, blah, blah. Thank you to William Wall for coming on. That was an awesome interview.
Thank you, Will.
And
You rock,
thank you
dude.
to Villainous Lair.
Thank you, Villainous Lair. Thank you, Meltdown Comics, just everyone that keeps us in. So come down to your local comic book store, support local comics. It's awesome. Support comics in general. Support your store, you know? Even
Yeah.
if you're not into comics, come down. Buy
Dude, there's
something.
way more than just comics to check out at a comic
Yeah,
book store.
just come on down. We're not scary people. It'll
We're
blow
the
your
least
mind.
scary people you will ever encounter, to be
Pretty
honest.
much, yeah.
The comic book reading crowd. Also, if you don't mind, tell a friend about this show. We're really proud of it, and we're really happy to do what we do. And I think our interviews, I learn a lot.
Are better
and I
than
am-
everyone else. Oh, wait,
No,
what were you
I'm
going to
just
say?
saying, like, the guests that we have on are really cool.
Yeah.
And we suck, but our guests are awesome. Yeah. So watch it for the guests, guys. You know, and the comic books we talk about are awesome, and the art and stuff. Yeah. Anyways, tell a friend about the show, and thank you for doing that. And we appreciate it. And we'll see you guys next week
See you next episode, guys.
on the D-Lod Show.
Peace out.
This has been the Digital Lizards of Doom show live at Meltdown.